Ingredients of successful leadership, to me, never much of a cook, even though I've made food my entire career for decades, are having a vision, having the ability to listen, learn, and empathize with others, and constantly tune up your vision depending on what other people want and need and is of the most use to others. Hi, I'm Corby Kummer, founding executive director of Food and Society at the Aspen Institute, and I've been so lucky to create a program where I've learned so much from other leaders at the Aspen Institute, and especially from the 3 fabulous cohorts of our Food Leaders Fellowship. Something I've learned from observing our Food Leaders Fellows is how they change by coming together and thinking about what's necessary for leadership. And what's necessary is understanding and being open to a lot of self-doubt, constantly questioning, how am I leading? What are my goals? How am I bringing people along with me? And is my mission the right one? And by coming together and discussing very frankly with each other their own doubts, their own hopes for themselves and the teams they work with and lead, they become much better and surer leaders. And many of them change what they're doing because they understand how what they do in real life best serves their core values. Everybody has doubts about kind of everything they do, but you've got to keep going. It's that simple. Even if something fails once, fails twice, fails 3 times, you keep going with it. We watched one of our fellows be constantly given short shrift by her executive team when she was trying to change the way they bought food. She wanted it to be sustainably raised. She wanted it to pay attention to how are the people who are making this being treated. And quarter to quarter, she was told, you'll talk about that later. She was on the verge of quitting. And thanks to our fellows, she never abandoned her dream, talking with each other like, is this really worth doing? Yes, it's really worth doing. She kept going with it. And right before the end of the 18 months fellowship, as it turned out, she was given a chance to present to the board and they unanimously voted for her purchasing policy. So it was constantly not being discouraged, and it's easy to get discouraged, especially when your colleagues are time after time saying, not now, not yet, but keep going with it. So that kind of perseverance has been a lesson I've learned from my fellow program leaders at the Aspen Institute. When you think about dialogue and trust and leadership, they're both essential, and I don't think you can have one without the other. Our Food Leaders Fellows come together for a magical week in Aspen every August, and over the course of that week, they tell each other and listen to each other so much that by the last day of their so-called checkouts, they invariably say, you guys know more about me than all of my cousins and actually my brothers and sisters too. They trust each other for life based on their ability to be vulnerable, their ability to talk to each other, and to listen to each other. I don't think you can ever fully trust someone unless you've listened to them, you've understood how they react in situation after situation. Then, when you understand who they are, you can learn to trust them.